Welcome to the 2021 version of Instant Album Reactions, and I am going to lead off this time with A Long Night of Radio Drama by A Beautiful Scene. Just going to go through, listen to the songs, and give my reactions as things come up, both good and bad. Mostly good. I've heard little bits of this because I did a lot of audio testing with this particular album. In particular, I heard this first song a good number of times. Looking forward to this. Brian does some really good stuff, so let's just dive right in. Oh, and by the way, the music is a lot louder for me than you're hearing.
This is a waking thought, and now it's like I'm not alone at all.
Really like the drums. The kick sounds really great. And I like the toms a lot. In fact, I'd like to get some idea of how the cymbals are so subdued relative to recordings that Graham and I do. I love the 90s sliding thing that you do in the background with the guitars. That's awesome. Really up front with the vocals, and you seem to have made a real effort to nail your takes, which is great. Really solid sound. I like the song a lot. The hand guitars playing the same part, but just a little bit differently is really cool. In fact, I'm going to check it on headphones. Yeah, that's a really cool effect in headphones. One thing to think about as you're writing songs going forward, you do a lot of playing with dynamics. This one's a little flatter dynamically than some of the other things that you do, but you have a set of instruments and they're in. There's the dropout right there. I kind of like to hear you move some things in and out just a little bit more, just because it's really cool that you're doing the same thing for the first 3 minutes of the song. And sometimes it's drop a guitar, sometimes it's add a guitar, just different types of interest. And I say this because these are things I've been criticized for myself. Great start to the album. Okay, track 2, Finally Home. Brian getting as close to disco hats as he's ever going to get. I like the push-pull. And the difference in the guitar lines. It's very cool. The vocals are really much more spot on than I remember from other records. It's great. Nice little harmony there too. Heck, if anything, I wouldn't mind hearing the drum up a little bit in the mix. It's part of an ongoing discussion we've been having about at this point we've all gotten good enough at what we're doing to where observations like that are a matter of taste, not a matter of right. Just love the way you use I think it's usually 3 guitars together to do some of the same and some different things. Yeah, I really like that backing vocal thing. Yeah, your 2 wide guitars are just the right crisp and just the right body. You've done a really good job with the tone there. It's a nice solid tune. If anything, I just wonder I bet I'm going to hear something else that I would have sequenced second a little differently than that, but I like the song. But that's the definition of nitpicking there.
I'm starting to feel like I don't know you anymore.
Almost have a Cars vibe all of a sudden.
How can you say I am the great I am?
By the way, this is track 3, Leave Me Alone.
I'm starting to feel so lied to about everything. How could it be that you
I'm hoping there's some claps coming up later. There aren't going to be the claps either. See, this is one of those dynamic bits. I don't know if I do it here, but when this comes back, I want something more to it, like a... What I tend to do is the big guitar over the top. Something. Just to change the level of interest. I've had driven into my head that people have the attention spans of a gnat. Love that bass tone. And those clicky guitars and headphones are awesome. What's up with the capitalization in the titles? Is it just that that's how you type, or is there something intentional? Because Leave Me Alone. Waiting for Nothing. Still doing alright. Miss You. Against All Odds. This season. I'm going to lean towards it just being it's the way you were typing it. There is no message. Track 4, still doing alright. Hey, what was that guitar? There it is again. See that little pop out? That's cool. You've given me something to follow. It's different. This, yeah. I was expecting a turn to something big and huge here. This is beautiful. It wasn't what I was expecting. That's where I wanted a bigger hit. And it's just, you can see it on the waveform that I wanted to see a bigger punch there. Your deep, dark lyrics are music to me, given that I know that you're not, at least in conversation we have, you're not as dark as this. Track 5, Waiting for Nothing. I like the bass in the intro to begin with. That's cool.
Can we really be so tired of being alone in these words? I'll never
Honestly, this sounds like a song Brent wrote, or would write. Really pleased with your sounds, though. You get one sound with Drew, and you're getting a different sound with yourself. They're both really good. I really like the clean tone you're getting around the drums and how well they work, and what you've done with your guitars. And your voice sounds great to me. I like that ending chord and bass. That's actually really nice. Okay, moving on to number 6. Leave Me Alone, part 2. Two fingers are backwards on here. Ooh. Okay, so Here, you've given me something different. You've given me a turn. We've been in the same zone for 5 songs. This is nice. I like this.
Break down the walls, close up my heart, broken down in my soul, started to doubt.
I like the little cymbal thing.
How could you let me
That's cool.
think I figured it out?
So reading the note about what this is for, or what this is about. Okay, so now we're starting to build a little. So you've gotten louder, but you've not gotten louder. In other words, you've gotten more emotive with your voice, and you're in a different range where you're singing, so I'm going to guess that you're compressing to hold that down. I would consider opening that up just a little bit more. Let it be louder. Again, this is that dynamic. Let it happen a little bit there. I think it gives the emotion you're trying to convey a little bit. Very cool bringing in the extra voices and the choir-like feel. Waiting for the next layer of even higher voices. Next up is track 8, Against All Odds, and I've read good things from other people about this, so I'm looking forward to this one. Well, you got me already. Oh, I've heard this one, okay. Or at least I heard a demo.
Just think about you and I will always be right here.
This is these beautiful scenes right here. But the bass is really making everything move. That's so great. Yeah, this is the best song on the record so far. Yep. That's awesome. Stylistically, consider this. You're a drummer. You're a good drummer. Let's hear some of those hits a little bit bigger. You don't have to change what you played. Just turn them up a little bit. Even just for moments where you've done some really cool rolls. Sounds great. You had a scream there, and you hit drums, both of which I wanted louder, just because it was a moment. Oh. What was that? There's that other guitar sound thing I was talking about. It came screaming in. Wild. Okay, that was cool. That might be my favorite moment in the record so far. That was cool. And I like the delay or the echo exit there. All right, track 9, Can't Sleep Tonight. Because, you know, this appears to be a insomniac nightmare dream kind of thing.
How far away am I?
When you look at your album in terms of sequencing and in terms of even just what you've written, you pay much attention to keys and tempos. Yes, because I feel like we're in a relatively tight tempo range here, and maybe that's just where you're comfortable. I feel like a little bit of movement there would help. I say that because we're 35 minutes in, and we've been in that same range. 10 this season. See, you changed gears. Trying to write a Letter 17 song? Hand claps. Every song started with hand claps. This is your pop single. I like it. Nice drum roll, and the interplay between the bass and your drum is really great. The short kick that you've got, it's phenomenal. Really love it. I like more snare in my kit than you do, but you're so balanced with everything there. Are you just like the most gentle cymbal player ever, or are you just not using a lot out of your overheads? Because I hear you hit them, and it's just like I'm looking for technique ideas, just because we have so much cymbal in our overheads, no matter where we're looking. This song, I think one of the reasons it works for me is it has a lead bass. That's also what makes it more dancey. Alright, I write this down. This might be one of my cover projects. So you're going to have to give me some words. And I'm sure you're doing some chords that I can't even fathom. Gee, chords that don't make sense to me. Yeah, I'll be asking for info on that one. That's the first one to go on the potential cover pile.
Speak so I understand what I'm supposed to do.
Okay, so you've had a couple songs that have been very different in terms of tempo and in terms of dynamic feel. I would consider that when you're sequencing, just because you had a block there of about 4 or 5 songs that just lived in a zone, and this would help break it up. And I know I'm probably totally screwing with your narrative and the curve and the arc you have with the songs thematically. That's just how I approach stuff when I look at sequencing. Nice. You didn't just fall back into the chords. All right, we had a little technical glitch there. So let's see where this gets us now. Track 12, Alone in the Dark. Great energy. Write down another cover. I'm sure there's going to be some jazz chord BS coming up that I can't play. Really good emotion and feel here. I want the drums to be louder, but that's a personal taste issue. And closing out the record, track number 13, Take My Hand Again. Again, there's there's this almost Cars vibe here, but then it drifts into the 90s world. I have things I want to comment on, but a lot of them are just things I would do differently, and I don't know that that's necessarily what you care about. This has the height and the dynamics I was talking about earlier, which is great. I mean, this is a really good example of what you do. I want that I want that snare to be bigger and go. Not all the time. It's an observation that in the modern age, the ability to see a waveform is taken away the element of surprise for songs. Because I was waiting for this to build and explode, and I can see that it's going to build a little bit and it's going to get quiet. Damn you, technology. I heard a snare hit there that was what I was after. That one. It's a really good record, Ryan. I like the second half a little bit more than the first half in that it had a little bit more movement and variety, but the whole thing is really solid. Standouts, I like the first track, 4 AM. I like Against All Odds. This season and Alone in the Dark probably are my favorites. Really good use of production, and I know the things that you're obsessing about, and I think you're obsessing for no good reason. Your vocals are stronger and in a better range. It sounds as if you chose better takes maybe than you have at other times, or that you made sure that you had a take you were happy with instead of moving on, usually because of time. I hope that came across as a positive. It was meant as a positive. I'm trying to say that I like your vocal takes this year. Guitar work is really great. The ability to use the bass as a lead instrument was really great. I want to turn the drums up a little bit in places and hear a couple cymbal hits, but that's me. I mix drums totally differently than you do, so that's just an opinion. Really, good job. And a great way to start off this reaction video or instant review. So, I hope you enjoy this, and I'll be back with another one soon, I hope. Thanks, guys. Bye.